Hello there! Welcome back to another episode of Rule the Waves 2. On our last episode, we got into a fairly nasty scrap with the Americans, where we successfully sank the enemy battleship and a large number of their cruisers, heavy cruisers and glorified light cruisers both, with naval airstrikes and fairly effective heavy gunnery from our battle cruisers. But we did inadvertently wander our carriers into one of their cruiser and destroyer squadrons. So we're currently running away there, and we've got rescue forces heading in the general direction as well. Hopefully they'll get there in time. We'll see. We'll see what happens. Our destroyers are moving to screen, so hopefully we shouldn't have any more issues. But they were not very effective when it comes to chasing off these things. So we'll see. We shall see. Send these cruisers off chasing after the enemy. And what else do we got? What else do we got? So we've got some ships over here. Pretty sure these are all out of the fight. Yeah, heavy damage 10 knots. Heavy damage 5 knots. We'll turn around here. We'll do one more pass. Shoot up those destroyers a little bit. And then we'll start sweeping ahead and see if there's any bad guys in this general direction. Meanwhile, these guys are going to try and fight off the destroyers here, and we'll keep racing our capital ships down to the southeast. In fact, I just want to make sure that the Hercules does not inadvertently rejoin these groups. We're going to turn her north. And these cruisers are actually looking pretty good. What's the Pegasus doing? You're looking pretty okay, so I'm going to put you on support and put you back on AI control so I don't have to worry about you anymore. Looks like all these ships in this general area are out of the fight. Alright, looks like everything's pretty well assigned now that we've resumed. What are you guys doing? You're on scout. Okay, fair enough. Put you back on AI control for now. We've got some supports assigned there. Got these guys doing. What are... A single destroyer is not a very effective screen. Where are the rest of my ships? Alright, withdrawing that flotilla attack order. What here? Withdrawing that flotilla attack order. And these guys are still on flotilla attack, so yes, that is fine. Alright, well, we've got our orders issued. Let's move right along. Alright, do we want to pick up survivors? Yeah, we'll do it. Okay, there we go. Oh, Monaghan class. There we go, good riddance. Alrighty, Walrus is approaching targets. Let's see what they get. Okay, Benbow still has flooding. I do not like that. So we're actually going to reduce her speed even more. We're going to go down to 6 knots and turn her straight back. Hercules is actually doing okay for now. Pretty sure she's not going to reattach inadvertently. Oh, hang on. Let's see. So we did have unidentified ships, yeah. And the previous target was another unidentified, this time cruisers. So 2 cruisers torpedoed. Oh, there we go. Finally they were able to hit something. Okay, well, at least we've gotten a few hits. So, sure, they were stationary targets, so not exactly difficult, but hey, it's good practice. Better to practice shooting something than to shoot nothing. Let's turn these guys around See if we can deal with... What is that? I don't know, and I would like to find out. What are you guys up to? Okay, scouts are going over to investigate. I like it. I think we can actually turn our battleships north. The battle cruisers are probably enough to handle whatever's... Oh, hang on, what's going on here? Okay, turn those guys over here. But I'm pretty sure battle cruisers are enough to handle whatever's down this way. Alright, what else is going on here? Hercules is probably safe enough at this point to put back on AI control. Actually, let's double check. Yep, your core on... No, hang on. Review. Core formation on the Benbow. There we go. That should do the trick. Yeah, she's doing her rejoining formation thing. That's good. Okay, and these guys can also reduce speed. Okay, we've identified that as a corvette. That's fine. Okay. Don't have to worry about that anymore. What's going on over here? Looks good. Turn those over there. And you guys... I think we're safe enough now. We'll turn the carriers back home as well. And reduce to 20 knots. It looks like you're recovering planes right now, so we'll see if that actually happens or not. Alright, so we've got these cruisers. We're going to spread them out on a search line. And, ooh, those two are severely limited. Oh, good. Good God, those are mixed bunches of cruisers? That's useless. Alright, well, I'll form them up in a search line and start sweeping the seas to the north. Make sure that it's safe for these battleships. Okay, here we go. Enemy formation sighted. Turn these guys to the north. How are our battle cruisers doing? I don't know what those are. So let's turn north as well. I would sure appreciate it if my destroyers would actually keep up. But it looks like they're heading in the right direction. So I guess that's something. Alrighty, Walrus is approaching. Fire Drake has spotted a submarine. Thank you for the notice there. I love how something that's mostly irrelevant to the fight gets highlighted in red. But important things like fires started and flooding getting worse are just your basic remarks. No more important than identifying a ship or spotting something. Oh, hang on. That is some destroyers on a torpedo run. I don't like that. Let's turn away there. And why are you guys targeting a corvette? How about you target something useful like the cruiser? Something that'll actually arm your heavy guns. That seems like a much more useful expenditure of resources. Alright, anything else going on over here? Looks okay. Carriers are still recovering stuff, so I'm not too worried about that. Okay, this group is spreading out in a nice effective search line. What are you guys doing? You guys are supporting the Talbot. Well, that's not very useful. They're fine on their own. Go support the imponderables. I need destroyers at the battlecruiser fleet right now, because that's where the enemy is. Alright, keep firing, keep firing. I would very much like a hit or two on that Minneapolis. That would certainly make my day. And there's also a Baltimore class up there as well. Let's see, how are these guys doing? Okay, I'm fine with that. Get some of those big guns on the target. What is Minneapolis doing? Alright, there we go. That's another 16-inch hit. She is stopped. Anything going on with the carriers? Looks okay. Still racing off to the south. What about here? Hercules, what are you doing? You're doing a terrible job of staying in formation. Yeah, I'm taking manual control of you again because you suck. There we go. We'll just turn you around real quick. How's Benbow doing? She's still got 5 flooding. I do not like that. Come on, man. Get that flooding under control. Alright, keep chasing. And at some point soon, we should start seeing some hits on that Baltimore as well. Okay, looks like night has fallen. Would you guys please finally turn north? There we go. Contact sighted. Yeah, there's no way we're going to keep up with that. Alright, but hopefully they can at least re-catch up with the carriers. Alright. Anything else going on here? How's Benbow doing? Still flooding. Okay, we're almost there. I think we can reasonably reduce these to cruising, and I think at this point we're safe, so we'll just run at speed. What the? Spartan is avoiding torpedoes. Well, it's just a Comus class, I'm not too worried, but that's weird. Is there another submarine out here? Oh no, there's an enemy force out here. You guys are doing a terrible job. Alright. We're going to reduce speed there, and I'm turning these destroyers right around. Because there's obviously something out there that... Okay, yeah, there's something down there and we haven't quite spotted it yet. Okay, we'll just give orders for everyone to go back into port. And we'll keep patrolling around with these destroyers to make sure that it's safe. Hercules, you can pick up your pace a little bit. And there we go. While retiring from the engagement, destroyer Lydiard hits a mine. What did they do? Run into one of ours? Well, that's annoying. Alright, and there we go. Battle is over. Quite a bit of damage to our battleships. And amazingly, not that bad of damage on the carriers. That is surprising. Alright, and we did lose one destroyer. In turn, we sank... Oh, interesting. So they did have a CVL out. I wonder where that was. Actually, you know what? I do know where that was. We were seeing reports of that hanging out to the north. We did see multiple reports about that, and we did even see some strikes. Alright. So let's see which ship they actually brought. Alright. Arkansas sank. She took a whole bunch of main gun hits and 3 torpedoes. New York gunned under. Louisville gunned under. Huron gunned under. Chattanooga torpedoes on the 2 battleships. Yeah, that happens. And where was that carrier? So, American Carrier Group. Considerable, Morrison, Indomitable. Here we go, CVL Coppahee. Alright, what is this? Huh. It's a very interesting vessel. I wonder where the smokestacks are. 28 aircraft. Advanced Director. So the Americans do have carrier forces in the area. That is a concern. Alright. Where did they end up? So there's that group. So this was the group. Oh! Oh man, we could have gotten them. Yeah, look at that. We did encounter them right there. But they got away. Nuts! Alright. Well, I think that'll call this battle to a close. We're just going to exit right out. And there we go. Major victory, 2 prestige. Hooray! Alright, cruiser Diadem is commissioned into the Navy. Alright, so we finally have 2 fancy new heavy cruisers. Those poor, unfortunate treaty vessels. Alright, new fighter Supermarine Swordfish is ready for operational service. That's good. And our new flying boat is ready. Okay, enemy fleets dominate the seas around Singapore, Java, Hong Kong. Oh, detected and slumped an enemy minefield on the east coast. So maybe there was something to that mine sinking. Alright. We definitely have the enemy blockaded, so that's good. Let's see, what all forces they have over here? Yeah, they did move their 2 battleships over here, along with 5 heavy cruisers. And where are our ships? 2 battle cruisers, 4 light cruisers, and 2 carriers. Okay, so those are on their way. I suspect that most of the fighting is going to be in Southeast Asia. Most of the actual fighting, that is. And America has diddly and squat over on the west coast. You know what? Oh! America also has a fair bit of forces in the Caribbean, too. That is interesting. 3 battleships and 2 heavy cruisers. I was tempted to pull back my battle cruisers and just leave them on the west coast, try and maintain a blockade there, but Alright. At this point, I'm pretty sure our stranglehold on the east coast is pretty well set, so we can start sending some of our forces to other locations. Alright, let's see, what do we got? So, I think if we leave our 14-inch gunships on the east coast, they'll do just fine. And I'm going to take the 3 Goliaths, because those aren't too terribly ridiculous. And I'm going to move them around to the west coast. See if we can establish a blockade on that side of the coast as well. What the? That's weird. Why is one of them reporting 29 and one of them reporting 30? You didn't end up... Okay, that one's saying 29 knots. And that one's saying 29 knots. Why are you saying 29 knots? You didn't end up slower than design. That's weird. Huh. Alright. Well, we'll have to figure out what's going on with that. How's our construction? 2 more months on these Comus class. Alright, let's see. What else do we got? So we do want to send a few ships around to the west coast. Actually, you know what? I think I'm going to keep the Goliaths over here, and we're going to send the 14-inch battleships over. So we're going to grab these 2, or these 3, and we're going to move all of those. Actually, you know what? I don't think we can even afford to do that. I think we're just going to send the 2 Formidables. We're going to send those guys around to the west coast. There we go. Send some battleships. Do we have any cruisers to send? Alright, we do have some Proserpines, so that's good. And then we need a few destroyers as well. Those guys are already assigned. Yeah, we'll just take 8. Actually, hang on. No, can't afford that. Since these guys are already in the Caribbean, providing escort and trade protection. And the Garys are all off the east coast. Alright, we're just going to grab some Garys then. Alright, we'll just grab 10 Gary class. And move those around to the west coast. Alright, there we go. And then I do think it is worth swapping the rest of these down to the Caribbean. And then we'll take the Gurkhas and move those up. Alright, off to the Caribbean. And you guys are off to the east coast. There we go. Ships are assigned. Anything else? We've still got 2 more turns on those. Ships in service are looking good. Alright. Well, let's just move right along then. Coastal raid. Medium-sized battle. Oh, here's another fight then. Alright. Well, let's attack enemy shipping in general. Oh, neat. A night fight. Just what I always wanted. Alright, there's one Pandora. There's another Pandora. Okay, so we've got a decent collection of cruisers. And we've got the Gurkha-class destroyers. Alright. Objective, sink 2 ships. Let's see. Off we go. Hopefully we just grab a couple of transports and then cruise on out of here. I really hate these night fight coastal raids. They're not fun. And our destroyers are doing a terrible job of actually forming a screen. There we go. Unknown ship sighted. Crank that up to squad max. Enemy cruiser. Oh, that's not good. Okay, Corvette. That's a little bit more easy. And it's daytime already? That was a really short night. Oh, no wonder. It's summer. Okay, there's another Corvette. I think we can send these destroyers after that. So we're going to form you guys into a line ahead. Send you guys after the Corvette. And you guys can target that mystery cruiser. There we go. There we go. Chase him down. Go get him. We'll use some proper fire control against this thing, which is indeed a destroyer. Alright, there we go. We'll go running after that group. And, well, we lost contact, so I guess we'll just head on back. Reform. Objective accomplished. We've sunk our 2 ships. At this point, I think we'll just cruise up the coast at 20 knots. Let's see what we find. Oh, what's that? Oh, so they do want a piece of this. Well, back up to flank then. Alright, well, we'll run after that destroyer. And see what we can do. Man, that destroyer is just trying to get himself killed. 30 knots. Okay, so we should be able to run him down. and we'll just do the chase. We'll call that good. Alright, let's see, what do we got here? Are they closing? I can't tell. Hopefully they are. If they're not, I would be very disappointed. There we go. First shot, target straddled with a single gun, because of course that's how it works. Oh, hang on. We've got a higher priority target. About face. I don't care about that cruiser anymore, or that destroyer anymore. I want that carrier. Okay, so they're somewhere in this area, and we're gonna go get them. Now, I am a little bit concerned that they're reporting 3 heavy cruisers, but I would be very surprised if they actually have heavy cruisers. There we go. Cruiser spotted. There's our Copahi class. Let's see if we can give to them what they tried to do to us last time. Almost in gun range. Okay, they do have cruisers out. Salt Lake City class. Alright, we can't stick around for long. Take these things. You know, we're just going to turn together and squad max and send the destroyers after the cruiser, after that carrier, because we do not want to be getting our cruisers mixed up in this. But if the destroyers get in there, oh, come on, that's not what I wanted to do. If my destroyers get mixed up in it, then that is fine. Or if we get to torpedo range of their cruisers, I'd be fine with that too. Ah, there we go. Wallop that thing quite a bit. Alright. Good shooting. I don't think our light cruisers could take that on, but hey, with a torpedo or two. Alright, let's see. Does Cockatrice have anything left? She's still got 1 torpedo. Let's send that out. It's not the best shot, but we'll take it. And as for everyone else, hold your torpedo fire. Let's see if we can get into close range. And those Salt Lake Cities at 29 knots. Yeah, missed. Alright, do we have anything else? How's she doing? Heavy damage. She is slowing down, so that's good. Let's actually see if we can push this. If we keep chasing them, then they might end up running that ship into the dirt. Gurkha just got hit. Almost out of flotation there, so yeah, fair enough. Alright, we'll detach the Gurkha. Do you have any torpedoes left? Of course, you're one of the few ships with a full set of torpedoes left. Alright, well, might as well use it. That ain't great, but better use them while I have the chance. And Gurkha, you can slow down as well. Try and get that under control. Actually, hang on. You don't have any flooding. It's just damage. Do you guys have anything left? We still got 5 torpedoes on Lynx, 3 on Sandfly, and let's see if we can get that carrier. Okay, I know that I am currently sitting within range of their ships. I don't like that. But as long as they're an effective distraction, I think that'd be worthwhile. If we can get into close range of the Kopahi, that would be well worth it. Oh yeah, she's on fire, down to 15 knots. Let's see if we can get a few more shells on her. How's that going? Seems okay for now. I'm actually going to turn back. Just try and lure them back into torpedo range of the Gurkha. That may cost me the Gurkha herself, but I think that's worth it. So Sandfly and Lynx were the ones with torpedoes left. Okay, Hardy's showing a fair bit of damage there. How bad is it? Oh, come on, I want to see your actual ship report. There we go. Destroyed, functional, disabled. Okay, so she's not doing too hot. So we'll turn the Hardy away. Drop her down to 8 knots. And let's see if we can keep chasing that Kopahi class. Cockatrice, what are you doing? Why did you detach? Oh, we got some torpedoes in the water. That's nice. There goes the Gurkha. Just out of curiosity, are we able to fire? That's interesting. Every time you click, I get a different number. Alright, well, whatever. We'll go for it. See what we get. We'll hold course for just a little bit longer because that first batch of torpedoes is looking pretty good. Nope. No hits there. Where's the other one? No hits there either. And that is way in front. How are you guys doing? Still chasing after the Kopahi. So this guy's still running around. How's Cockatrice doing? Hardy. Still up and running. Let's see if we can double team that Hopkins class. And you two, I still want chasing the Kopahi because we can sink her. Oh, she's fire out. Oh no. And Cockatrice is hit by a torpedo. Well, that was foolish. I told you to turn and you didn't. Okay, well, torpedoes in the water and the enemy is breaking off. Alright, time to turn these guys away. So we're going to get out of here with 2 cruisers, and that'll be good enough. Alright, you know what, Sandfly? Screw it. What the? Oh, come on. I want to torpedo that thing. You're clearly able to see it and shoot it. Nope, still not able to do it. Come on. Man, these American destroyers are bad news. Oh, yeah, that's why. Alwyn class. Okay. Well, that explains why we didn't do too well. Alright, time to break off and at least salvage one ship from this mess. Man, and that Pueblo is still running at 20 knots. That is so annoying. If it was one of my ships that had eaten a torpedo like that, she would be under already due to ruptured bulkheads. Alright, but I think we are successfully disengaging at this point, for the most part. I'm very disappointed that that carrier is getting away, but oh well. Keep running. Besides, who knows? Maybe we'll get another chance to torpedo something. All it takes is one more shot at the Pueblo. Oh, looks like she's been detached. Let's see if we can do a down the throat shot. Got that intercept course cut. And in we go. There's an evasion. Okay, they've turned around. Okay, can you please identify the thing? Almost there. Almost there. Just gotta keep running at speed. We're almost in range. Alright, we're still fighting that McDonough class. That is one that we can actually take out as long as we don't get hit too badly by the secondaries of the Pueblo. So we're just going to try and sit on her stern where those secondaries can't effectively reach. And then we'll drive them up against the beach, and then we can use those torpedoes. Come on, Lynx, what are you doing? Oh, and there it is. Ah, nuts. How are you guys doing? 22? Oh, come on, guys. I cannot afford to have you guys running at 22 knots. Alright, you detach. It's time to scatter. Come on, man. Get back up to speed. Alright, there we go. Back up to speed, and we are at extreme range. At this point, I think we'll get away. At least with the cruisers. Pity about those destroyers, but oh well. That's the life of a destroyer for you. Wow, you hung on for quite a while. Oh, yeah, one uncontrolled flooding, yeah, that'll do it. Anything else? Well, nuts. This battle did not go quite as well as I'd hoped. But it looks like we've escaped with all of our major fleet elements. Just a few older destroyers as losses. Not too bad. More recons and no strikes. Come on, guys. You know where the enemy is. You've seen them multiple times. Now would definitely be that good time. Oh, there we go. Patrol boats on a naval strike? Why don't you send torpedo boats? There we go. We've got a report. There they go. They're going to fly right past it. And not actually get anything. There we go. Torpedo bomber setting out. That's what I'm looking for. And of course they fly right past the actual target. Thank you, guys. You are so helpful. Well, at least they're going to run straight into a shore battery. So I guess that's something. Yep, go ahead and enter. I'll turn you back as well. Another patrol boat out wandering around. Where on earth did that torpedo strike go? All the way out to extreme range? Are you guys retarded? Oh, man. I swear these guys are criminally negligent. Keep going, keep going. Yes, I know the coastal battery is under fire. You can stop interrupting me now. Alright, torpedo strike is heading back home. And what on earth is going on over there? Recon. Why are you reconning over there? There's nothing of importance there. Okay, here we go. You're going to pass right over the enemy ships. And do nothing. Thank you, guys. Thank you guys very much. And now we're sending out some more patrol boats on a naval strike. Oh, man. Land-based aircraft can be so frustrating sometimes since you can't actually control them. Alright. Aha! They're actually approaching. Are they going to hit anything? Let's see. Level bomb enemy cruiser. No hits. Level bombing destroyer. No hits. Level bomb cruiser. Oh! Haha! They scored a hit. And that's it. Well, we did inflict some pretty good damage on their carrier, and we did inflict some pretty good damage on their cruisers as well. Despite the loss of 4 destroyers, they were older ships anyway and not all that important. Also, the points from that sinking 2 ships any ship was relatively significant. That almost... Without that, I probably would have been a lot closer to a tie. Alright, let's take a look and see what the details were. How well did they do against the carrier? Alright, so Cruiser Frederick, half flotation. Oh, that's annoying. Oh well. She was able to reduce speed and get things under control. So yeah. Torpedoed, detached, limits flooding, limits flooding, limits flooding, limits flooding, limits flooding all the way back down. Continues racing around at flank speed, and at no point does she suffer a bulkhead rupture. That is so annoying. Why does it only happen to me? Alright, and then here we have the Kopahi. She took 1 light hit. Splinters, perforate, uptakes, fire started. Fire spreads, reduced, reduced, spreads, extinguished. What? It went straight from level 2 to 0. How do you put out a level 2 fire instantaneously? But I guess they're crew quality 1, so they're fairly experienced at this point. They've been in a number of different battles, so okay, sure. Alright. Major victory, gain 1 prestige, and a decent collection of victory points. Let's see, we're not going to call that the Battle of Penobscot Bay, because the previous fight was the Battle of Penobscot Bay. We're going to call this one the Raid at Penobscot Bay. There we go. A spy from France has been discovered. Well, the last thing I want is for France to join in the war, so we're going to handle that discreetly. Alright, scientist close to mastering welded hull. Okay. Don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care, don't care. And another one of our cruisers is damaged. And yeah, we are definitely turning around that submarine warfare campaign. We've lost some of our trade protection ships, but the enemy is losing submarines faster than they can afford to lose them. So yeah, that's actually doing pretty good. And our blockade is certainly hurting them more than their trade is hurting us. Alright, but we're at the 51-minute mark here, so I think it's time to call this episode to a close. We'll find out if we can successfully end this war in the next episode. Until then, this is Katori87, signing out.